get a deeper understanding of this initiative and speak to Marc Goldfinger. He's a product specialist at Perspectum, the company actually running this study. Great to have you on the program. Tell us what you've learned in this research and how important it is.
Well, thanks so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be able to talk about the research that we're doing in Perspectum. I think what we're really trying to understand is that there's a lot of misinformation floating around about coronavirus and its effects on the body. And what we've actually started to see here are that, yes, multiple organs are affected outside the lungs, but what we're actually starting to kind of tease apart is the complexity between genetic information, clinical predisposition, and how multiple organs can not only be affected by the coronavirus, but also how changes within these organs can affect each other. So, for example, we know that individuals who have higher BMI or have fatty liver disease, so some of the work we're doing with our UK Biobank shows that these patients might suffer more severe symptoms if they're infected by COVID-19. What we really want to do is understand how we can detect these changes and what these changes actually mean for long-term healthcare management.
Okay. And Marc, a question that I'm very worried about. What happens to people that are asymptomatic? Can you research that also? What long-term effect could it have on their vital organs?
That's a great question. And I think whether you are asymptomatic or whether you actually experience symptoms, the virus can affect individuals completely differently. And I think this is what we are starting to see, that whether you experience symptoms or not, that depending on your genetic predisposition or whether you have clinical predispositions like diabetes, or if you have a higher BMI, or if you have kidney disease, that the virus can affect you completely different ways. And what we really want to do is, if we can catch this information early enough, that even if you are asymptomatic or if you are experiencing symptoms, we might be able to treat you better, and we might be able to stop some of these effects kind of becoming severe or chronic, so that if, let's just say, you are infected by coronavirus and you don't experience any symptoms, but for example, you are diabetic, you'll be at a higher risk of, again, we don't know exactly. We have to wait till the data comes out. But you may be having some issues with your lungs or kidneys, and we can treat that better.
Okay. And your research so far, well, you have 107. I can't read numbers. It's Friday. 507 are needed for the research, and so far 100 have signed up. How is the recruitment going?
Recruitment is going very well, but of course we need as many people as we can, and you can sign up by going to coverscan.com, and all the information is there. And if you have any questions or comments or want to learn more, you can always get in touch with our project managers, and we'll be able to give you all the information. And I just want to reiterate that not only will this study help to inform those who have coronavirus or are convalescing convalescing from coronavirus, but for people who have yet to be infected, and we know that it's increasing every day, you can help people that are most at risk. And you know, the more people that sign up, just the better it'll be for us really understanding the effects across a larger population.
Marc Goldfinger, I wish you and Perspectum great luck with the research you're doing.